Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus.
And I'm Shelby.
And we're Crugers with the C. I want to introduce the topic today, honey.
Yes, today we're going to talk about blended families.
Blended families.
And we're going to give some advice.
Some of the things that we did because we have a blended family.
Yes, and some tips.
Some tips. I don't know how much we can relate to everybody because our blended family was it was cohesive, but at the same time it was difficult because our kids were the same age and they were the same gender.
Right.
So both girls, and they were both 5, 6, 7, 8. They was in between that age range. I don't remember, but a few things that we encountered was just as far as the kid standpoint was like time. Like, am I taking her mom away? Is she taking her dad away? That was some of the things that we had to really
reinsure.
Yeah, and pay attention to. So the way we handled that was spend a lot of time with them. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't like me and my daughter going here today, you and your daughter go there today. No. If my daughter wanted to go somewhere, your daughter wanted to go somewhere, what we did was we came together as a family. And we'll say, well, this is what we're going to do today. And we did that a lot. Mm-hmm. It was like times we'll just get up, get in the car, and just go riding because we were all together.
Right. Yeah, I just think that it was just important that we involved everyone in everything we did so no one would feel like an outsider. Mm-hmm. Because the child that we didn't have that wasn't with us all the time, we just wanted to make sure that she didn't feel like she was the outsider or wasn't welcomed or wasn't part of this family.
Mm-hmm. And I think the difficult time for that was around like holidays.
Yes.
Because, sometimes you can have your kid on the holidays. Sometimes they got to be with the other parent on the holidays. Mm-hmm. And they might miss out on something, So I think like what we did sometimes was, even if, like, say for instance, we celebrated Christmas on a regular day and I didn't have my daughter. When she come, we'll just make it like it's Christmas again. Yeah. Everybody will gather around her and she'll open her presents. We'll all celebrate together. So that was one way we kind of like reassured that, listen, we family no matter what we go through, no matter the situation, we all love each other. I think that's what helped us with that.
Yeah. We did a lot of recreating.
Yeah, we had to. I think another thing that was kind of touchy was rules. Mm-hmm. Because when we got married, I did things one way, and she did it another way. And so just imagine you coming in together, y'all already doing stuff different, but the child is there in the middle. Uh-huh. So that was when it took us coming together talking. And it was like, listen, I don't agree with this, I don't agree with this. So we found common ground and we made our decision off of that.
Right. We had to be strong.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be strong in front of the kids, and you can't be wishy-washy, not knowing what you're doing, fumbling around. So that you have to be strong in your relationship with your spouse, so you can be strong in front of your kids.
Yeah, I think what helped with that, it was like a 50-50, because sometimes when you raised a certain way, we don't do this, or I don't do this, I don't do this, but why? And that was a question we had asked, like, well, why? All right, I had to go back and reevaluate. Okay, I was like this, but what did it do? What effect did it produce in my life? Mm-hmm. And it took us doing a lot of talking. If you have a blended family and you want it to work, you and your spouse are going to have to talk. You're going to have to talk. I mean, long hours sometimes. Argument might pop out of this and you get off subject from what you was originally talking about.
Right.
But you're going to have to communicate, because at the end of the day, the kids need to be able to look at you and say, my parents did good. And I'm not saying we did everything right or are doing everything right, because we still learning. We hitting teenage stage now.
Right. And we didn't have any advice. No, we didn't have anyone to go to about the issues that we had. We had to learn on our own. Mm-hmm. And you have to do a lot to bridge that gap or that division that's there, because I did things one way, he did things his way. You have to come together and we have to do things our way. That's blending his way and my way. We blended it and we came up with our way. So I think that's important. If it's division between the way y'all do something, y'all need to wipe the slate clean and figure out a way that y'all can do it together so that division won't be between y'all. Because if the division is between, you know, me and my husband, then the kids gonna have division.
Yeah.
And they gonna take sides. Of course, they gonna take sides with their parents. So you don't want that. You want to be blended well, mixed up together. We can't see the scene.
Yeah, because I don't think that we had a problem with as far as the kids disrespecting us.
No, but it can lead to that.
It could if we weak.
Yeah.
You know, but if we talked about this and we already got to go ahead, then if we won strong foundation, them kids can't budge you.
Right.
You know, but at the same time, they're gonna do what they feel they can get away with.
Right. So what's another thing, honey, that we went through? Making the child feel welcome. Did we talk about that?
Yeah, I think you did. Making the child feel welcome. That's important too. How did you think we did that on making the child feel welcome?
I say simple things like having her own bed, her own toothbrush. You know, not making that child bring their stuff from their, I guess you want to say, permanent home to here. You know, making them have stuff here. You know, giving the child a dresser or a bed or their own room. In our case, it was their own bed.
Yeah.
You know, and
their own chores.
That too.
The chores. That helps a lot because you're not a guest. I don't know how you may do it, but as for our house, we never wanted to treat my child like a guest. This is your house. Yeah. You live here too. You can put your feet up on the couch, but you know you got to clean that kitchen or you got to clean that bathroom.
Or clean up your area.
Yeah.
What you had.
Yeah, and even when she come here, it's like this certain stuff is hers. She know where her stuff at. We know where her stuff at.
She has a spot for her stuff, just like everybody else have a spot for their stuff.
So I think that's important in making your child feel welcome, and not like a guest at I'm going to my daddy's house, or because when they leave an event and we all together, they should say we're going home. It shouldn't be like I'm going to my mama's house, I'm going to my daddy's house, I'm going home. Because we're family. And
that's the same with the child that you have every day. They should feel welcome to, or shouldn't feel like we giving the other child special treatment because she comes here every 2 weeks or once a week or something like that. Everybody should just feel welcome and equal.
But I think that starts with the parents.
Yes.
It does start with the parents, and I think sometimes even other people in the family can have a part of that, like, because my kid was accepted by your family, you know, so that helped too, and your kid was accepted by my family, so, and I'm just saying your kid and my kid for y'all's sake, because we don't say that.
We don't talk like
when
that.
we introduce, we like, I got these, how many daughters I got, so
all girls.
Yeah, we just doing that for your, just for y'all. That's the only reason we talking like that, and that's another thing too. Introducing them as your child.
Right.
You know, I don't know what worked for y'all, but that's what works for us.
Yes.
So,
I hope it was helpful.
I hope it was helpful. Drop us some comments. Go to the page, subscribe. Until the next time, I'm Marcus.
And I'm Shelby.
And we'll talk to y'all later.